Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I'm so excited to share a recipe that is really, really close to my heart, my ultimate shakshuka. And I'm going to show you why this is so much more than just a breakfast dish. For me, it's the perfect lunch, and honestly, it's often a quick and deeply satisfying dinner. So let's get right into it. I've tried countless ways to cook eggs over the years, all the fancy techniques, all the trends that come and go, but I always come back to this. It's simple, it's packed with flavor, and the way I'm about to show you is going to make sure you can get it perfect every single time. The incredible thing about a truly great dish is usually how simple it is. You really don't need a whole pantry full of crazy ingredients to make something amazing. For my shakshuka, it all starts with just 4 core items. That's it. Eggs, onion, tomatoes, and a pepper. These 4 things are all you need to build these incredible layers of flavor. And the beauty of a dish this simple is that the quality of your ingredients really gets to shine. So I always say, try to use the best you can find. Okay, let me let you in on a little secret. While you can use any onion, for me, golden-skinned white onions are, well, they're non-negotiable. They have this amazing natural sweetness that just caramelizes beautifully and adds a depth to the sauce you just can't get with anything else. And here's where you get to have some fun and make it your own. I'm a big fan of a little bit of heat, so I'll usually go with a spicy chili, sliced up into thin rings. But hey, if you like things milder, a finely chopped sweet bell pepper works just as well. The choice is totally up to you. All right, so we've got our ingredients. Now it's time to prep. A few minutes of prep work right here at the beginning, that's what makes the difference between a good shakshuka and a truly great one. This is where we set ourselves up for success. So the secret to a really silky, rich tomato sauce is getting the skins off your fresh tomatoes. And the easiest way to do that is to just score a little plus sign on the top of each one, drop them in boiling water for just 1 minute. Seriously, that's it. And then pop them in an ice bath. The skins will practically jump right off. Then you just give them a fine chop. But look, I get it. Sometimes we're short on time. If you need a shortcut, you can totally skip the boiling part. Just grab your fresh tomatoes and grate them on a box grater. This is a great little kitchen hack. It leaves the skin behind and gives you this beautiful tomato pulp. It works like a charm. Okay, let's move over to the stove. This is my favorite part, where we take these simple ingredients and start to build this vibrant, aromatic sauce that's going to be the bed for our eggs. All right, let's do it. Grab a wide pan, put it over medium-low heat, and add a little oil and a knob of butter. That butter adds a wonderful richness. Toss in your finely chopped onions and let them sizzle for about 30 seconds, just till they're fragrant. Then in go the peppers for another 30 seconds. Now this is really important. Lower the heat before you stir in your tomato paste. We want to toast it just a little to deepen the flavor, but we don't want it to burn. A tiny pinch of sugar right now perfectly balances out the acidity of the paste. Once that paste is all toasty and smelling amazing, it's time for the star of the sauce, your peeled and chopped tomatoes. And listen, don't be shy here. The more tomatoes you use, the more of that luscious sauce you're going to have at the end. And trust me, you're going to want a lot of it for dipping your bread into. Okay, give everything a good stir to bring it all together. Now turn the heat all the way down to its lowest setting and just let it simmer for 5 minutes. That's it. Just 5. In that short time, all those beautiful flavors get to know each other and create this incredible, delicious sauce. When it comes to seasoning this dish, I'm a firm believer that less is more. The sweetness from the onions, the deep flavor of the tomatoes, the character of the pepper, that's where all the magic is. We don't want to cover that up. So a simple pinch of salt and some freshly cracked black pepper is really all you need to make all those flavors pop. Our sauce is perfect. It smells incredible, it's rich, it's bubbling away gently. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to add the eggs. So, in the world of shakshuka, there are basically 2 camps. You've got Team Runny, where you crack the eggs right into the sauce and leave them whole, like these beautiful little eyes with perfectly runny yolks. And then you have Team Scrambled, where you gently break the yolks and swirl them into the sauce, which makes the whole thing richer and creamier. So which team am I on? Well, I say, why choose? Here's what I do. I make little wells in the sauce and crack a few eggs in the middle, leaving those ones whole. But the eggs I add around the edges, I take the tip of a spoon and gently break those yolks, giving them a little swirl into the sauce. This way, you get those perfect runny yolks to dip your bread into, and you get that creamy richness swirled through the sauce. It is, without a doubt, the best of both worlds. And now for the most critical part. Watch those eggs like a hawk. They cook super fast in that hot sauce. The second they look like they're done just the way you like them, turn off the heat. Immediately. Remember, they're going to keep cooking in the heat of the pan, so it's always better to pull them just a moment early. And that's it. Perfection in a pan. The most important thing now is to get it to the table right away. This is one of those dishes that waits for nobody. So the trick is to have everything else all ready to go. While those eggs are finishing up, make sure your tea is ready, your crusty bread is sliced. Then, as soon as you take that pan off the heat, give it a final sprinkle of fresh parsley for a bit of color and freshness, carry it straight to the table, and get ready to start dipping. So there you have it, my ultimate shakshuka. It's a dish that's just full of flavor, full of heart, and made with simple, beautiful ingredients. I really hope you make it. And when you do, you're going to have to decide, are you on Team Runny, Team Scrambled, or are you going to join me in the best of both worlds camp? Enjoy.